your screen.
Yeah.
Hi, Tim. This is Team ParkPulse. So we are solving a problem which we came across. To start with, I want to tell you about a case, what's happening in the world, some of the cases regarding parks. So a government or private entity will look into a public park and they try to demolish it without letting the public know, completely aware of it. And then the public will start fighting for it to get back their park. And there is a time lapse of how much time they lose. And finally, some cases public wins and they wins the park back, or some cases they lose. So this is a children's park article which we can see. If we go to the another article, there is another park again, Elizabeth Street Garden Park, and one where we live in is the another one in DC. It's called RD Park. So we came across these three parks. So what happens when a park is lost for the public? So first thing is how it affects is they lose 10 minutes walking park distance. Another is the vegetation index NDVI goes down, which will eat up the surrounding places, their houses. It'll eat it up, and the oxygen index goes down, which means air quality goes down. And let's take the RD Park case. So the government decided to replace a public park with a school, and the public was not aware of that. So when they closed the park during 2021, public came to aware that okay, they are closing this park, and they started fighting against it. And in March 2023, they won the case. Public won the case, and they got the park back. So they wasted 2 years of time, and they lost the park access for 2 years, and they had to go somewhere else. And government performs all this analysis about the buildings, about the parks, and they also perform analysis on metrics which I just told you: oxygen index, vegetation index, or the distance the public lose the park with, and in many such metrics they perform this analysis, and these metrics and data is invisible to the public. So we have come up with a solution called ParkPulse. It's a protocol. All these details will be there in this protocol, and it's transparent, available to the public. So how the solution works is that government can perform the analysis on our application and propose it to the public that we are going to replace this park and build a building. And this goes as a proposal to the public, and the public has the power to vote. Yes, I am approving this. Replace it with the building, or no, please don't replace it with the building. We need those parks back. So that's our solution. I'm handing over to Vaibhav to show the demo on RD Park, which I spoke about in DC.
Yeah, so this is our ParkPulse demo. This is our landing page where we can view all the information and features this ParkPulse offer. And this front end is deployed on ICP canister. And let's start the application. So to get into the application, we have chosen internet identity so that every user can securely connect to our chain or our website. So let me log in through our internet computer here. Yeah, so this logs me in with my internet identity. So whenever I first log in, I'll have to give my email and create a profile. So for this demo, we have showed this like taking full name and email address and street address where we live. For this demo, we'll just let me enter my name. And the email address. So email address is required here because whenever a government or a smart city planner analyzes a park, so that every logged in user or a resident near the park can get notified to vote, or a proposal has been created and your vote is required. So for this demo, I'll just enter the address here. And our ParkPulse website have two users. One is government employee or smart city planner, or a regular user. So regular user can analyze different parameters, like for say how NDVI changes, and he or she can do a park analysis, like how many Asians or how many kids, how many adults lose park access if this park is removed, and complex queries like for say, oh, what are the pollution levels here and what are the vegetation index here. So, and one more access which the SparkPulse provides is government employee. So ParkPulse team provides a secure.
I just want to note you're at the 5-minute mark. You can finish, but I just want to note that.
Okay. Yeah. So as a government employee, a ParkPulse team sends a 6-digit PIN to the personal email, and only secured access will have access to create proposals on chain. So let me save this profile. Yeah, now for this demo, I'll show as a government employee where I can create a proposal. Yeah, now I have two options here. One is for proposals and one is for AI assistant, where you can analyze the metrics and environmental data for any part. So this is a ChatGPT-like interface where we can analyze different parks. For our use case, will show me park and pool. For the Hardy Park, which we just spoke about, this is the Hardy Park, which went under a renovation and they had to reconstruct every park here. So let's analyze this park for now. So I can make general queries like give me area and different queries regarding this park, like about this park, like how when was this established and who owns this park. As we can see here, owner is municipality, that the county owns this park, and I can give how many kids live here. Yeah. So number of kids living around this park within 10-minute radius is around 575. And we can make advanced queries like how many Asians, how many Hispanic or any race which lives here, and we can analyze all those parameters as well. For this demo, I'll directly go to advanced queries, like for say, what is the NDVI? So here NDVI refers to the greenness of a park. So in an area, how well the park is established, like how green the park is. So here, as we can see, it's 0.514. That means NDVI values ranges from -1 to 1. Higher the value, it's greater greenness. And I can ask for
20 more seconds because we're going to be asking questions.
Oh, okay. What happened? So a government employee or a smart city planner can ask if this park is removed, and this gives me a detailed analysis, and I can create a proposal for community. So whoever has subscribed here, the resident over here, they'll receive a mail asking for vote is required. So resident can log into their website and view the proposal as well. Let me quickly. Yeah, as we can see, we just created this proposal, and we can view all the description and the vegetation index, air quality, and number of people affected, and what plans does government have. And a resident can vote yes or no. For this demo, I'll show as no. And this vote has been registered successfully on the ICP chain. And government, after the deadline, this proposal will be updated if it's accepted or not. And government can make detailed analysis if what residents near the park want.
Okay, thank you. We're going to switch over to the questions. First, I'm going to ask Tanner to ask his question so we can be clear on the protocol track that you're going to be asking for the bounty for.
Right.
Okay, and if there's time, I also have a more of a substantive question because we had an interesting client that we had an issue with fighting like a development proposal. But anyways,
let's keep it to the hackathon questions first.
Yeah. So I assume you're using ICP. So is this more of a a consumer-focused legal solution, or like a business-to-business, like government enterprise solution, or is it more of just utilizing the Bitcoin track?
This is not using Bitcoin track. This is consumer focused from the government itself. So it's government to consumer. So government actually can propose new plans for a park, and consumers here are the residents near the park. They can vote if the development has to be taken or not.
Okay, so government focus. Got it.
Yeah, government focus and consumer as well.
Okay, thank you. So Ibrahim, would you like to ask a question?
I think the only thing I have is, were there like any like problems, like challenges, like while building, and what do you like see this going forward with, basically? Yep.
Challenges on building on ICP?
Just your projects generally.
Oh, yeah. Challenges first year we faced was getting the park data, like getting the park data to render on a map using satellite images. So we received this park data from ParkServe dataset that's open source now, that's updated every year. So we have used those parks dataset, and we have used Google Earth Engine for satellite raster, satellite images. So this was the first issue which we faced, integrating Google Earth Engine and ParkServe for say polygons, which we
Yeah, I see.
these polygons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
And for calculating air index, we don't have proper data, right? For say, if this park is removed and replaced with buildings. So we can't simulate it in a natural way. Like we can't just go there and demolish the buildings and construct new buildings and calculate it. So what we have made here is using Google Earth Engine and few Gemini AI techniques. We have replaced the park with Gen AI generated image of buildings and then calculated pollution levels or greenness levels. So this gives us an estimate if this park is removed, how much pollution will increase or how much greenness will change.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, so integrating this AI and satellite rasters was a bit complex.
Yeah, I see. Thanks.
So,
And
Born, did you have a question that you would like to ask?
Yes, thank you. Excellent app, guys. Well presented, real world problem, some nifty stuff you've done on the back end, and a lot of potential and kind of solving the problem, some of the problems around the interface of government data and residents. So I was going to ask about the information sources. You responded to those. And with it being open source, I'll presume it's economical free on the data side. I wonder if there's a pathway to expand actually to quite a lot of other government services. It definitely looks like it. On the DAO side, if this got contentious, if there are a lot of contentious proposals, so parks are pretty straightforward, but if things got disputed, do you have some gateways to authenticate that the people voting in the DAO, the DAO voters, are actually residents for whom it would be appropriate to vote? And for ordinary people who know nothing about blockchain, would there be some gateways which might facilitate them casting their votes and operating this platform?
Yes. So to answer that question, first, whenever a user is logged into the signing up to this platform, in background we are planning to implement a KYC system where it proves the user a user is a resident of this county or this park near to this park. So this gives us a flexibility to straightforward the proposals which are created for park in their county to their email inbox. So only people near the park, or 10-minute walk radius, will receive an email to vote on the park. And for future directions, we also have plans to integrate road network as well. Like if a community requires a road a change, or if they don't if they want a better network. And a urban planner or a government employee can plan this and propose this to the community. Like for say, if a government is planning some highway over a park, and people don't want to lose their park access, so they can directly say propose this to the government, that saying that we don't need this project to be established, instead of demolishing and reconstructing again.
Fascinating. And would you consider adding a fundraising function so those residents who vote, having got their DAO together, could then collate funds to then, and with the DAO, potentially decide on actions if they wanted to publicize concerns, given that you've got them all in one place doing collective action things, they might do other things with the DAO, including with resources?
Right, that's actually an interesting idea which we can implement here. Yeah, we can work towards it as well. Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's my questions. Thank you, guys.
And thank you for that idea as well. Yeah.
All right, Tanner, did you want to add your question?
Well, I just wanted to note because I recently dealt with a situation like this, not necessarily for parks and planning, but just sometimes when a developer wants to rezone some land that's zoned for a specific purpose, the county has to hold hearings and community members can participate and send in their comments. And so I feel like it would be a good way. You could probably integrate some of that if you expand it beyond parks.
Actually,
Right.
we had this idea. So actually there will be rezoning meetings, agendas happening, right? And all those details will be in public. So we thought of getting them and performing what's actually happening and show that as well to the community surrounding area. So we had this in mind, but it was a lot of work for the hackathon, so we didn't take. But it's a good catch. Yeah, that's a real problem we are also planning to solve.
Yeah, very cool.
And I'll just add one other thing is a third type of user might be a kind of civic body. So have residents, have government as you build it out. And I think Dan's point is a good one regarding sort of, I mean, I could see this platform actually for entire city planning and then actively entire city government. It seems to work well on scale. And you might have other users being sort of interest groups who wish to participate, though not residents. If you're an interest group, you might be based out of one area, so not an immediate resident, but you might have some know-how that you can participate in the votes of other areas.
Right. Yeah.